Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Hoi. I'm out here with Bailey. I don't know if you can see her. Yeah, she's just in the back there. We're just going for a walk after a long, hard day of grinding, hustling, being a productive member of society. By the way, I started a new job in the emergency department. Why? I don't know, man. I don't know. Just feel like it. No reason. I like moving around. People say I'm too old to do this, I'm too old to do that, I'm too old to move around, I'm ready to settle down. Blah, blah, blah. You're not too old to do anything. Maybe you should settle down, maybe you should become more secured. Maybe. But you're never too old to do anything. If you want to do it, just do it, man. Just do it. I dare you, just do it, man. Do it. Nothing is impossible. Just keep grinding, keep hustling, shoot for your dreams, and never get up. I'm telling you, man. You just gotta make that first move. Just keep grinding, keep hustling, shoot for your dreams, and remember to never get up, because you don't want to wake up from your dreams. But real talk, nothing is impossible. Of course. I know you're smarter than that. I know there are limitations and you have to be realistic about things. I'm not saying that you can wake up tomorrow and suddenly be a world champion in table tennis. You get away from me, dog. I'm not saying that. Of course there are limitations, but nothing is impossible. If you just put your mind to it and make that first move, anything is possible. Anyways, I ran into a junior doctor today who, by the way, went to RCIA with me in the Catholic Church. For those of you who have no religious background, you don't know anything about religion, some Christian denominations, certainly the Catholic Church, we have this thing called rites of Christian initiation for adults. Like the name suggests, it's an initiation process, a recruitment for potential cult members. Church members. So it is a process in which you as a potential member become more, I don't want to say this word, indoctrination, or in other words, you as a potential member become more well-versed in the faith. So we did a lot of praying, we did a lot of Bible studying, we did a lot of learning about traditions, history, watching movies, hanging out, fellowship, going to these Christian events, going on retreats. So basically, it's like a silent retreat thing where you don't speak to anyone for a couple of days, and you go to mass, you pray the rosary, you do adoration, you kneel in front of the host, the piece of bread, which they believe is the body of Christ in physical form, something like that. Yeah, we went to RCIA together. By the way, there are lots of people I saw at the gym who also work in the emergency department. Anyways, off topic. I ran into this junior doctor, a friend of mine who used to go to RCIA with me, and I don't normally run into her. Well, actually I do run into her quite a bit, but I was surprised to see her in the emergency department, and she's like, "Hey Bob, long time no see. I ran into one of our mutual friends. I ran into this guy the other day, and he was in Sydney. I was doing a study course, and he asked how you are doing." By the way, this mutual friend of ours, he used to live in Tasmania, but not anymore. He's a missionary, and I guess he has returned from his mission and got a girlfriend. Off topic. once again, I'm sorry. But yeah, I feel so guilty. I feel so freaking guilty whenever I run into these people. I don't know why. Maybe it's my conscience telling me that you have walked away from the church and you need to return your ass back home. I don't know. That's probably what my Christian friends would tell me. They would say, Hoi, that's your God-given conscience. It's your heart telling you that you have abandoned the house of God. You need to return home right now. God is calling you. God is knocking on your door. That's what my Christian friend would say. Perhaps that's the reason. But perhaps another reason could be that through the process of indoctrination and emotional manipulation, I have developed a coping mechanism. I have developed a sense of guilt whenever I think these thoughts. It's like I'm not allowed to think about leaving the church or walking away from the church, because that used to be a place in which I find myself being safe in. I don't really know why I feel this way, but I just like to acknowledge that I feel guilty whenever I run into these people. Even though I've walked away from the church, I don't really actively reach out to these people, as in I don't initiate conversation. Of course, if they message me, then I would politely reply, and well, I would try to stay away from the topic of religion because I don't want to go back there. But yeah, I do feel guilty. It doesn't help that this is a small country town, so everywhere I go I run into these people. It's not like I'm saying they are no longer my friends because I'm not in the church anymore. They are my enemies. No, it's not like that. Of course, if I ever cross paths with these people again, I would extend a warm welcome hand. I would make them feel like guests because they are my friends. I'm doing this human to human, like it's not like I've walked away from the church. That means I'm satanic. I'm against all religions. It's not like that, man. Like, they're still my friends. It's just that I don't hang out with them anymore. You grow apart from people, and that's just a part of life, really. Do I regret this? No way, man. No way. I'm not regretting anything. I don't regret walking away from the church. I don't regret meeting these people. They've taught me so much about myself, about life in general, about love. But I just don't see myself going back to the Catholic Church, Anyways, yeah, there's something else I want to talk about. A lot of church couples, a lot of church goers, I run into these people all the time, and they would tell me stuff like, this world is corrupted. This world is a horrible, sinful place. And that's why I'm going to homeschool my kids. That's why I'm going to get married to the love of my life, homeschool my kids, live off-grid, grow our own vegetables, and just not be a part of this world anymore. Well, they didn't say that, but that's the vibe I get from them. I mean, I have no issue with that. You do you. More power to you, more respect to you if you choose to homeschool your kids. I do have a question though, like, what sort of Christian are you? No, I can't say that because I'm not a Christian anymore. I'm a lukewarm Christian. How about that? But yeah, if you believe in, going back to what I was saying before about people homeschooling their kids, if you believe in a God that has commanded you to love your neighbor, wouldn't it make more sense for you to, instead of distancing yourself from the world, calling people who do worldly things and belonging to the world as not belonging to Jesus? Like church people, they can be very judgmental sometimes. They say that if you do worldly things, if you don't believe in our God, then you are a part of the world, and being worldly is a very bad trait. You know? Yeah. I have a question. Like, if you believe in a God that commands you to love your neighbor, wouldn't it make more sense for you to be a part of the world? To deliver the word of God, to bring people closer to God, rather than distancing yourself and be like, hey, the world is corrupted. We better leave. We're not going to have anything to do with the world anymore. We're just going to leave, okay? Yeah, that's something to think about. The other thing as well, I don't think I'm qualified to speak on this topic because I don't have children of my own. But I'm just thinking about the kids, and some of these families, they're very strict in that they don't let their kids leave home until they turn 18. They're not allowed to have any form of contact with the outside world. They're not allowed to interact with kids their age from different backgrounds in public schooling. You know, some of these people, they think of public schooling as something that is an abomination. And no, I'm not denying the fact that the environment, society has a lot of impact on your children because the brain is less developed. They are more likely to pick up bad habits and be exposed to all of these different radical ideologies. I'm not denying that, but I'm playing devil's advocate here. Like, if you homeschool your children and they don't get to interact with these children, how are they going to learn to deal with conflicts and present their opinions in a way that is assertive but kind and tactful? Like, how are they going to learn to do that? Sure, they're going to have siblings, they're going to talk to their brothers and sisters, they're going to talk to you and some other church members, but I think it's more beneficial for children to have this experience of talking to other kids their age in a social setting such as schools, public schooling, so that they learn to deal with conflicts, so that they learn to put forward their opinions. That's what I think. I don't know. I don't have children. I'm not qualified to speak on this topic. I'm an idiot. But yeah, I do think that some of these couples are like the tinfoil hats people. They barely get away from me. Look at her. She's a wet ass dog. Some of these people, they're very deep in the conspiracy theories and stuff like that. They believe that vaccinations give your kids autism and stuff like that. I'm not allowed to speak on this topic. That's outside my scope. I can't speak on this topic. But yeah, they're very extreme in their belief, very dogmatic in their ways of thinking, and nothing can challenge the ideas. Maybe that's one of the reasons why they became religious in the first place. Who knows? I don't like to consider myself to be religious. I do believe in God. I do believe in this force of love that is uniting us all together. Anyways, that's enough rambling from me. Hope you guys are doing well. Stay strong. God bless. And keep grinding, keep hustling, and shoot for your dreams. Okay, I'll speak to you soon.